This is Team Bite Me presenting our CSCE 492 1.0 demo. The team consists of
Jonathan Bundy,
Zuri Gilmore, Michelle McCarthy,
and Shannon Reed. We will now present our app, Pantry.
When coming up with a concept for our app, we wanted to make something that would be useful in everyday life, so we decided to create Pantry to solve the everyday problem of food waste. It's really hard to keep track of what's in your food storage areas, and you have to physically search through your pantry or fridge. This creates excessive food waste due to forgetfulness. The goal of our app is to keep track of food items in your house and when their expiration dates are, and also to help you decide what meals you want to make, and to figure out what you want to get on your next shopping trip.
In developing our app, we used several various technologies such as Xcode, Apple's IDE for developing iOS apps, the SwiftUI library, which aided us in creating user interfaces. We used Firebase to create secure user accounts and real-time database storage for pantry items in the shopping list. We used the Spoonacular API, which is a database of thousands of recipes that we could search based on specific ingredients, as well as TestFlight, which is Apple's app prototyping software, which allowed us to launch and test our apps.
And now, before we demo that app, we'd like to introduce you to Jebediah Heaton III. Jebediah is a 43-year-old unemployed stay-at-home dad. With 9 children, it's been very difficult for Jebediah to keep his kitchen organized. He's always losing things and forgetting he has food and letting them go bad because he doesn't know the expiration date. He's also had a hard time keeping track of what all of his children want when he goes to the grocery store and keeping all of them happy with the meals that he makes. Jebediah would like to use our app to keep track of the food that he has in his pantry along with the expiration date and getting notifications when the food is set to expire. He would want to make shopping lists with the items that all of his children want so he can keep everyone happy, and he would also want to search the ingredients that he already has to make healthy recipes that everyone in his family will enjoy. Now, it's time to demo the app. So, because Jebediah is new to this app, he'll have to create an account first. So, we'll press Create Account. And the Create Account page asks for an email address and a password. For Jebediah, we will use the email address jheaton@aol.com. And for simplicity, 1234567 for the password. So now I will take you through what the pantry experience would be like for Jebediah after he's used the app for a few weeks. But before I do that, I want to show you our safeguards against typing in the wrong email address or password. As you see here, I've already inserted the correct email address that we created in the previous account. But instead of typing in 1234567 for the password, I'll type in 1234567. Now, we know this isn't Jebediah's correct password, but we're going to press the login button to see what happens. And our app will give a pop-up error that the email or the password is incorrect and that the user needs to try again. So we'll do that, and we'll use the correct password of 123456789. 8, sorry. And log in. And so now, here we see the Welcome to the Pantry screen, and it is prompting Jebediah to check what's expiring. First, we have to refresh it by clicking on this Click Here button. And we see that today there's some chicken expiring, in 1 day some apples and cheese, and in 3 days some oranges. Our app can notify the user if an item in their pantry is expiring from the current date until 3 days before the expiration date. Next up, we have the pantry. Here you see we have it populated with various items that Jebediah might have at home in his pantry or in his fridge. There is a place where you can add your pantry item by name, and then you select whether it's a produce, non-perishable, perishable, drink, or other, and you add the expiration date. Right here, we'll look at this first cell right here, apple juice. Apple juice is the name of the pantry item added. The expiration date is right here as June 20th, 2022, and the water droplet besides it stands for the product attribute, and this one means that apple juice is a drink. Next to apples, there's a leaf, which means it's a produce. Next to bread, there's an exclamation point, which means it's perishable. Next to gummy bears is a question mark, which means it's an other. And then next to Pop-Tarts is this cabinet, and it means that it's non-perishable and can go in your pantry. Now we can add a product that we can say Jebediah just purchased from the store. We'll say he got some pretzels, so we'll type the name in right there. It's a non-perishable. You can put it in your pantry, so we'll select non-perishable. And then we'll select an expiration date of June 24th, 2022. So now we click the add button and we can add it to the pantry. And as you see, it's right here, pretzels, expiration date, June 24th, 2022, and the cabinets are right there because it's non-perishable. When using the app, you can also edit your pantry by clicking the edit button and pressing the subtraction sign and deleting, or simply by swiping to the left. You can also sort your pantry by selecting right here where it says sorted by. You can sort by names A to Z, names Z to A, or expiration date. Right now, the default is names A to Z, and as you can see, the pantry is in alphabetical order by name. If we switch to Z to A, it's in alphabetical order, the reverse alphabetical order by name. And then expiration date, we have the closer expiration dates at the top of the list and the farther ones at the bottom. And if you don't want to continually backspace on your pantry item name, you can just simply press the clear button and it'll clear that field for you. But let's say that those pretzels actually didn't expire on June 24th. We got it wrong. It was June 26th. You can simply type the same name and the same attribute as non-perishable, and then the correct expiration date, and add it. And here we have pretzels with the correct expiration date, just so you don't have to delete it and then re-add it. Now, here's the shopping list of some of the things that Jebediah's kids wanted from the store. As you can see, there's lots of drinks, snacks, candies, and a little bit of produce. The shopping list is a bit more simple than the pantry in that all you have to do is add something. Let's say one of his kids asked for some more Pop-Tarts, so we'll get some more. And we'll add them to the list. And now, as you can see, Pop-Tarts is on the list. But let's say he already went to the store today and picked up some of those Capri Suns, and he just forgot the Pop-Tarts. Well, you can edit it by pressing edit, subtraction sign, and deleting. Or maybe he got some chips on that run too. We can just swipe it to the left and delete. And this is automatically in alphabetical order, just so it's easier to search the list. And it works by adding what you need and deleting what you already bought. And if we go back to that home and refresh it, since we've played with the pantry items a bit, we can see that he still has that chicken that's about to expire today. So if he's trying to make something with it and doesn't really have an idea in mind, he can simply go over to the recipes page, and here are some preset suggestions, but maybe he doesn't want any of these. He wants specifically chicken recipes. Type in chicken, press the search button, and then he's given all of these chicken recipes. And now, let's say maybe he wants some chicken teriyaki and soba noodles. This will give a picture of the dish, the title, the ingredients that he needs and the quantities of each, as well as the instructions for each recipe. Now, let's go up. We know he has chicken, but maybe he needs some brown sugar or some other things. So let's add some of this to the list. Let's add some lemon juice, soy sauce, and mirin. So simply go to the shopping list. You go lemon juice, soy sauce, and mirin. If we return out of this keyboard, you can see lemon juice, soy sauce, and mirin have been added to the shopping list. And looking at the home screen one more time, we can see that the chicken and cheese are still both expiring. Not only can you search by a single ingredient in the recipes tab, you can also search for multiple ingredients using the word and. So let's say you want to use chicken and cheese today. We can search chicken and cheese. And here we have a completely new set of recipes that allow you to use chicken and cheese, like this lasagna roll-up. Here's a picture of it. As we see, the ingredients and the detailed instructions on how to prepare the dish. And we can go back and then search another ingredient, the apples. And here are all the ingredients that are suggested using apples. Go back out and sign out, and it takes you back to the home screen. Thank you.